next to him pulls out a gun. He's like, yo, like, give me the cash. And I was like, at that moment, I'm like, oh shoot. So then I'm like, look, I'll give you the cash. But then I was like, I didn't want to give them the cash because I was like, if I give you the cash, it doesn't mean that you won't shoot me. Like, that's what's going on in my mind. And I'm like, yo, like, I don't want to take my time to get the money and to just hang out there while they're letting them shoot me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll give you the cash. But then I'm like walking back. I'm like, yo, I'll give, like, yo, I'm gonna give it to you. And then at that point, I just booked. Like, I just left my car there and I just started running. And then as I'm running, like, there's other people in the community all looking at me, and I'm worried, like, okay, are all these people in on this or what? You know, like, people are looking at me running, and then I didn't know somebody else was gonna come get me, and I was worried that they might come after me to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I start running, and I'm running, and then I see, like, these cars driving fast, like cars stopping and moving back. I felt like people were, like, looking to chase after me to kill me or something. So I just kept running, and everybody was African American pretty much in that neighborhood. Yeah. So I'm running, and I saw like a Hispanic guy like getting into his home, and he looked at me, and I looked at him like, yo, like, can you help me, man? Like this is maybe a couple blocks from where it happened. I'm like, can you help me? Like, do you know, because these people pulled out a gun on me, and like, can you help me? And he's like, you know, there's a gate, and he didn't let me into the gate, but he got close to me. He's like, what can I help you with? And I'm like, can you just tell me where I'm at, you know? So I called the police, and then he gave me the address of where we're at. Yeah. The police took down the information, and then they're like, okay, where did this happen? And I told them where it happened, and then they're like, where are you right now? And then I gave them the address of where I am right there, and then I called you, and then they sent a squad car. It took like a good amount of time, maybe at least 10 minutes. And then as I'm waiting in the alleyway, and I'm worried that they're still looking for me, those people. Like, I'm worried they're trying to still hunt me down. So cars are driving by, and I didn't know if they're like looking for me or they're gonna come shoot me or something. Some car drove by with a tinted windows all blacked out. I was worried that it was them. And I was worried that maybe he'll shoot me and this guy that I'm standing next to that's trying to help me a little bit. So I'm just like still worried. Like, I felt like I needed to hide so that they don't see where I'm at. You know, so I'm waiting in the alleyway. Maybe 10 minutes later, the police show up, and then the police is like, yo, like what happened? And I told him, like, hey, you know, these guys robbed me at gunpoint, and that's the address is this address, and I want my cars over there. I'm like, is it okay if you escort me to get my car back? You know, first I didn't know if they stole my car. I didn't know if they destroyed it. I didn't know what's going on, you know. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, jump in the car. So I jump into the car with him, and then he drives back over there, and then he's like, okay, where did it happen? Like, right there. And he's like, okay, let me go in there and take care of it, you know, get you your money back or whatever. I'm like, they didn't take my money. Like, he's like, oh, he didn't take your money. I'm like, no. Like, and he's like, is that your car? I'm like, yeah, that's my car. And I'm like, is it alright if I just go back in my car and just leave, you know? And he's like, do you want to file a report? And I was like, you know, no, I just want to get my car. I just want to get out of here, you know. And then he had a squad car. Another squad car came. There was 2 squad cars. Yeah. And then I jumped in my car. I looked at everything. My car was fine, and I just drove off. And you know, now I'm back at home, and I decided not to file a police report. But I just also wanted to share, you know, my experiences, so, you know, other people could learn from it, and also just showing like what happened to me. And also, like, a big thanks to the Chicago police, you know, because they helped me such a great deal. Like, I definitely did not feel comfortable going back to my car by myself, because I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying, there's people that just robbed me by gunpoint. Yeah. I did not feel comfortable going back there to get